A look there inside a MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, a good matchup in the NFC. It's the San Francisco 49ers and the New York Giants. Let's get this going. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson, Eddie Pinheiro to get it started. Off we go from MetLife Stadium. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Giants offense making their way out for the first time. They're led out by the first-round pick in 2025 out of Ole Miss. It's Jackson Dart.
You hear people talk about it all the time, and it's especially true, Mike, for young rookie quarterbacks, is just the speed of the game. They had a lot of success in college. They were probably the best player on their team, but just everything is faster. Everything happens with a little more urgency. The quarterbacks at the young age that can make that transition the quickest.
Right away, they're coming after him, and they get him. A sack on the opening snap of the game. Sam Ukuwanu in there to drop him, and that's going to be a loss of 9 to open this drive.
Prior to the opening kickoff, the home crowd is rocking. They're on their feet cheering. Well, one play in, got a little quieter in here. This defense came out, and they took the fight right to him, able to bring the quarterback down for an opening play sack to get their defense settled into this one.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, here comes Dart. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
It is 3rd and long. Out of the shotgun, it's Dart taking the deep shot here with Robinson. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down.
So I don't hate this call, Mike. You think it's 3rd and short, everyone's at or near the line of scrimmage. There's a lot of green grass downfield in the passing game. Traditionally, though, I'm a little more comfortable with this call when you've made the decision that even if it falls incomplete, you're going for it on 4th down. So I don't love 3rd and short, bomb, punt. I do love 3rd and short. Okay, you fail. I'm going to go for it on 4th down.
The 49ers come out, and Brock Purdy leads them out. Greg, it's really one of the best stories in NFL history when you think about it. From last pick in the draft to taking the 49ers to the Super Bowl, now to a lucrative contract for the 4th-year man out of Iowa State.
Sometimes we can make NFL football so complicated, Mike. There's different schemes, the personnel, different approaches to how to play the game. But when it all comes down to it, the best teams in the league, they simply just find a way to win. It might look different week in and week out. It might take 40 passes or it might take 40 runs. It could be a shootout or a slugfest. It doesn't matter. They are comfortable operating in all situations, and man, all you got to do, like Al Davis said, just win, baby.
They'll run the toss with McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Purdy. That's caught. Christian McCaffrey. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. A gain there of 16 yards. First down, 49ers.
And this is so much of the skill sets that we're seeing around the league at the running back position. You don't want to have to sub your running back off the field, Mike, when you build what they call these empty or 5-wide sets. Can you keep your running back and run true receiver routes and be a threat? Because when you can, there's a lot of big plays to be made.
And he'll work his way down inside the 40. Tyler Newman is there for the stop.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 39-yard line.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 5. They bring a tight end in motion left. First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And the D closes quickly. He's stopped after a gain of a yard. Javon Holland up to make the tackle.
It's a gain of 2 yards.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
That's caught by Bourne. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. It's good for a Niners first down.
This pass defense, it just has to be better than this, Mike. They have to do a better job accounting for everybody in their coverages. They have to play their defense exactly according to the plan, because if not, this quarterback has enough weapons, he can spread the ball out and find the open space.
And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. Stoppage here. One of the 49ers is down. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. They'll run for the first time with their fullback. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
At the 13-yard line.
Come on now, that's just unfair. You're asking them to stop a fullback cold. All he needed was a couple inches to pick up the first down. Mike, I think if they run that play 10 different times, he's moving the chains.
Now, a handoff to McCaffrey. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Abdul Carter on the stop. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 10-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Purdy. That is caught side of the end zone. Jawan Jennings. Touchdown, 49ers.
That was just too easy, Mike. It's just straight man coverage. Great route by the receiver on the slant. You just can't give up an inside release deep in your own end zone, because as you just saw, it's pitch and catch.
On now, Eddie Pinheiro for the extra point. He knocks it through, and the 49ers will take a 7-0 lead.
7, Giants nothing.
So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. On the return, it's Gunnar Olszewski. And And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there.
At their own 25.
The Giants offense ready to get going with their second possession. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Off the bootleg, here is Dart. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. He'll go play action here with Dart. He'll get that to the former Volunteer, Jalen Hyatt. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. 11 yards on the connection there. That's good for a Giants 1st down.
36-yard line.
On the play fake, here's Dart. He's going to run it.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. To throw is Dart. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. The rookie out of Georgia, Michael Williams. Getting in to drop him. It's a loss of 6. And it's 3rd down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Third down and 9. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. That's caught. It's Tyrone Tracy. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. A big one there on 3rd down. Good for 26 yards.
That's good for a New York Giant. 1st and 10 at the 37.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
A play fake. Over on him in a flash, and he lost the football. It appears one of the Giants, yes, they were able to fall on it. So they keep possession.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 6. On play action, it is Dart. We'll swing this out wide to Tracy. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. A gain of 17 to the 17-yard line.
New York Giants.
That's already 2 catches for this guy. We haven't even seen him hand the ball to him yet. And that's really what these running backs have become in the league. They're really just all-around weapons. And if the ground game's not working, you can go to the air and vice versa. The more times this guy touches the ball.
And he'll take this one in. Jackson Dart, touchdown, New York.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So That's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
The kicking team off for the extra point. He's got it. And the Giants will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. He fields it at the 8, and he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Niners offense ready to take over for their second possession. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. Run with McCaffrey to start this drive. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
So they go backwards on first down. Here's 2nd and 13. Purdy to throw. They'll try to set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds after a gain of 9. They'll go about trying to convert on third down.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page. And that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
3rd and short. Purdy. He finds his big receiver, that's Jennings. Remember, he had the touchdown on the opening drive, and here on drive 2, he gets a first down with that catch.
San Francisco.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
One of the tight ends in motion right. On the handoff, McCaffrey. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. That's complete to Pearsall. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
A gain of 4 yards.
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
Here's 1st and 10. They run on the jet sweep, and this defense having nothing of it. They get them down for a loss on the play.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go, because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical.
Pearsall, the man in motion. Throwing on 2nd down is Purdy. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
A 9-yard gain.
All right, so
on the
anytime you're
play.
facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
3rd and short. Here's Purdy. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. 13 yards on that pass play. First down, 49ers.
First down, 49ers.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Open man there, it is Bourne. And they'll have 1st and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
1st and goal.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
Play fake to McCaffrey. Now, Purdy. He'll step up and run this.
It's a nice job here defensively. Down here tight, it's easy to be so concerned about stopping the pass that you lose sight of the quarterback when he decides to become a runner. Not the case here. Picks up a little positive yardage, sets up 2nd and goal.
They need 6 for the touchdown. 2nd and goal. Throwing is Purdy. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. Jawan Jennings was the intended target. And now it's 3rd and goal.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
3rd and goal. Purdy. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's going to be marked short of that 1st down. How do you want to play it? They need almost 2 full yards. Decision time. 4th down.
I'm an aggressive guy by nature, Mike, so whenever I get 4th and short in plus territory, I want to go for it. You're not going to win many games in this league settling for field goals. You have to capitalize when you find yourself in a position to score.
And this is caught! Wow, the decision to go pays off. Jawan Jennings. Touchdown, San Francisco. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. What an opening quarter he is having. Greg, that is 2 touchdown receptions here in the 1st quarter.
Mike, all this guy has to do is keep this pace up, and he's going to have himself 8 touchdowns. But in all seriousness, if I'm this quarterback, I'm not looking anywhere else until this defense proves they have an answer. Because right now, they don't have one.
Extra point by Pinheiro is good. And the 49ers will move out to a 14-7 lead. So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. Olszewski now to return. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Giants offense and their running back set to go once more. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the 1st half. This defense is going to need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. Now, faking the give. Downfield, that's Hyatt. He's got it. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. A big play to kick off this drive. 36 yards.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you could see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield, perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Now a screen set up for Tracy. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
On the give, it's Tracy. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on third down.
On third down, here is Dart. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up fourth down.
The kick is perfect, right down the middle. And the Giants are back within 4 at 14-10.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This returnable from the 4. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. 49ers offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Play action now. Purdy. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Ricky Pearsall, the intended receiver. And it'll be 2nd down. A run here with McCaffrey. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, we're able to get you down for a loss.
On third down, it's Purdy.
Purdy's pass, complete to Jawan Jennings. 3 plays and out. It's 4th down.
So after 1, 14-10 is our score. More from MetLife Stadium after this. On 4th down, the Niners send out the veteran Thomas Morstead to punt. Gunnar Olszewski is deep for the Giants. A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. The Giants offense getting set to get back to work. They'll begin with 1st and 10. dart. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So I really like the decision, Mike. This is a rookie quarterback making more veteran decisions, and I think in his growth process this early on in his career, those are really good signs, because how often do we see these rookies still think they're back in college, they're the best player on the field, and they can make every throw, even if it's not there. You're not going to get away with that consistently in the NFL. Throw it away. Really nice job here by the young quarterback.
And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. 17 yards on that connection. First down, Giants.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
A carry here for Tracy. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
Dart going to throw here on second down. The throw on the run is complete. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
A gain of 26 yards.
That one good for 26 yards.
Good for a New York Giant.
For the longest time, when you threw the ball to the running back, it was a check down, a swing, a screen, kind of short underneath where you relied on guys to run after the catch. But that's not the case anymore. So many of these running backs around the league, Mike, they can run routes, in a lot of cases, almost as good as the wide receivers.
This one taken in by Hyatt. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
And he'll take this down to the 2-yard line, but they are in business. First and goal coming up.
A huge advantage to red zone offense is the ability to run the ball. In this case, I thought he was going to score. He takes it all the way down inside the 2, sets up first and goal.
2 yards from 6 points. It is first down and goal. Tracy trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Scatterboo trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
I typically like to see the play-action pass on the early downs, Mike. Now they find themselves on third down. The defense is more prepared for the pass. They get stopped twice with the run. Do they go back to it a third time and take their chances?
He'll try to throw it, and here's Dart. Pass pulled in by Tracy. And he'll take it on in. Tyrone Tracy. Touchdown, New York. The quarterback, with all of his eligible receivers available, uses the back out of the backfield that time, Greg, to take it to the end zone.
And when your running back, Mike, is a valid threat in the passing game, man, it just gives you so many options. And in this case, it was the running back that was the open target. He's able to put the pass on the money. Easy 6 points.
The extra point, up and good. And the Giants move out to a 3-point edge, 17-14. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here's Sky Moore now to return it. The 49ers offense ready to get back at it. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They bring their tight end right. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
The tackle by Brian Burns. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Purdy. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. Good-looking screenplay there. A gain of 11 and a 1st down.
First down, San Francisco.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Up the middle, here's McCaffrey. He'll edge forward for maybe a yard. Tyler Newman is there for the stop.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Purdy now on 2nd down. That's over the middle and caught by Pearsall.
To Ricky Pearsall. 5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 4. Out of the gun. It's Purdy. A throw on the move is caught. And he's going to have the 1st down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the 1st down.
The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. It's good for a Niners 1st down.
1st down, 49ers.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest, and while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
Nice job pushing through the would-be tackler. Gain of about 3. 2nd down.
Cordale Flock on the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 36-yard line.
From the gun, it's Purdy. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes.
6 yards.
Roy Robertson Harris getting through there to drop him for a loss of 6.
Pretty obvious this defense needed that play. The entire game from the jump, Mike, it just seems like the quarterback has been way too comfortable playing from the pocket. He's got himself 2 passing touchdowns here already. They got to continue to make him feel this pass rush.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. In motion, it's Robinson. 3rd down. Purdy. He'll let one go. Downfield for Jennings. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up fourth down.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more. This will begin at their own 13-yard line, so work to do starting with this 1st and 10. Off the bootleg, here is Dart. That's complete to the tight end, Theo Johnson. And they're going to get him down right at the 25.
12 yards.
First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
Here's Dart on 1st and 10. Throw, left side, that's Johnson.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll get creative here on the jet sweep, and he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Well, that defense had that pegged from the jump, Mike. They tried to catch him a little off guard by doing a jet sweep to the wide receiver. There was no going anywhere on the outside. Great pursuit by the defense, no gain.
3rd and short. Here's Dart. Now he'll air this one out deep for Hyatt. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Little miscommunication there. Now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
Here's Jamie Gillen on now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Now, fair catch. He'll take it at about the 24-yard line. Here's the San Francisco offense ready to take possession of the ball once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Putting the tight end in motion. They run straight ahead with McCaffrey. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. Paulson Adebo is there to make the play.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. Open man, the tight end, straight down the field. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. That is a big gain for the 49ers. 38 yards.
The most valuable real estate on the field, Mike, that every offense is trying to attack is the middle of the field. So when you have a tight end who's as good as this guy and you can get vertical down the middle, man, that is a nightmare for these defenses to deal with.
A give for McCaffrey running right. Space to run inside the 20. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal. That's a gain of 28.
Really nice job getting this ball out to the edge, and then once he's able to get clear of the D-line, get vertical and accelerate down the sideline. That's a great run. He's forced out of bounds, but not before setting up 1st and goal.
And And he'll plunge forward to the 2, setting up second and goal.
Made by Bobby Okereke. A 4-yard gain brings up second and goal at the Giants' 2-yard line.
But the fullback trying to power it home. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
It makes sense on second and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have third down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on third and goal.
Line of scrimmage to the 4. It's third down and goal. Shotgun snap for Purdy. This caught. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Brings up fourth and goal at the 3-yard line.
Eddie Pinheiro going to come on to try a field goal now. This about as short as you can get. Pinheiro's kick is good. And the 49ers have tied it at 17.
You know, I think it's safe to say here, Mike, as this offense leaves the field, they wanted to stay out there and go for it. But I think in this case, the coach is playing the long game. He understands that these 3 points now can end up being very valuable as this game moves along.
So the field goal ties things up, and we're back at it as this kicks away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Giants offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. On the handoff, here comes Tracy. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Off he goes. And the rookie gives himself up there at the end. That's a sign of a guy who's learned it quick, picking up the 1st down.
And the Giants' 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
A quarterback who can extend the play with his legs, Mike, is just such a key element to today's modern offenses. You can see there was nowhere for him to go with the ball, but he decides to turn into a runner, picks up a great gain, and ultimately a 1st down.
He's got it! And he will score! Darius Slayton, touchdown Giants. A beautiful combination in the air there, the pass downfield, and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Extra point try forthcoming.
For the extra point.
His kick is good. And the Giants will go up by 7.
Giants 24, 49ers 17.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. A good return as he takes it across the 30. So here's Brock Purdy and this 49ers offense heading back onto the field. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. He looks to add to them with another drive here. On the give, it's McCaffrey. What more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8, setting up second and short.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
They'll send the tight end in motion right. They run once more with McCaffrey. And he's going to be close to a first down. Looks like he'll have just enough to keep the chains moving.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
That is caught downfield by Pearsall. A pickup of 21 on that connection. First down, 49ers.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. A big-time play for the Niners. 32 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
To play in the NFL, you've got to have a short-term memory because regardless of whether the previous play was good or bad, they're going to line up and snap it again. And in this case, really nice job bouncing back. They put the bad play behind them, forced the sack in the ensuing play, and they're right back on track.
Going in the wrong direction. Now second and goal from the 12. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. Quick throw, taken in. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before third down. Purdy to throw. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Now a timeout. Giants, that is their second, as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. Eddie Pinheiro going to come on to try a field goal now. Officially a 29-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Niners will cut the lead down to 4.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through and they get 3.
So Pinheiro had the field goal a moment ago. And now he's back out to kick it away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Giants offense and receiver Darius Slayton get to go to work again. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in the first half, it's resulted in a big play that is borne out by those eye-popping numbers. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Dart. That is caught, it's Robinson. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 28-yard line.
Operating from the gun, it's Dart. He runs with it. And he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a 1st down.
A gain of 9.
You can see here, Mike, the impact that sending your receivers deep does to the defense. You add so many layers, and the defense has to get so much depth in their pass coverage. It leaves a lot of room underneath, and that's exactly what the quarterback takes advantage. Tucks the ball down, turns into a runner, picks up the 1st down.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Out of the gun, here comes Dart. There he goes again. And nice work there. He'll go into a slide and gain about 7.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 44-yard line.
Halftime coming up, and we'll take you down to Scott Hansen for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the 3rd quarter as we're ready to kick off the 2nd half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thanks. No rest at the break for a couple of, I'm sure, weary defensive coordinators trying to figure out how to stop these offenses here in the 2nd half. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. This taken at the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. They trail by 4, a touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. He'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
And this is a great example of why it's so important on defense to sprint to the ball. His ability to make people miss is hard for one guy to get him on the ground. But when you can get everybody to the ball, eventually you can take them down. And in this case, they do it for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Throwing from the gun. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Dexter Lawrence gets him for a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, as they face this possible 3 and out following that 2nd down sack, now if you're the quarterback, you've got to be thinking, get the ball out of my hand, find a matchup I like downfield and try to push this ball past the sticks and keep this drive alive.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Now Purdy. Back to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by Drew Phillips. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I think this is one of those interceptions, Mike, that when the ball left his hand, he simply just didn't even see the corner, and now they're playing what they call cover 3. So that corner, he's responsible for the deep outside third of the field, and he's just playing in space, reading the quarterback's eyes, and he just threw it right to him.
The Giants offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They've got the lead, and they'll set forth trying to build on it, and they're going to do that with excellent field position. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll run with Tracy. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you could see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming.
And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Out of the gun, 3rd down. It's Dart. And it looks like he's going to have the 1st down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive.
That's good for a Giants 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the 1st down anyway.
He has Hyatt complete. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another 1st down. To the air once more is Dart. He takes off, and he's going to slide down with the 1st down inside the 5. They get 14 yards and set up 1st and goal.
We've seen this quarterback have some effective plays with his legs all game today, Mike. He knows when to stay in there and look to pass, but he also knows when it's time to tuck it and go, and he's able to pick up good yardage there.
A run on 1st and goal. And this one ruined quickly. Take them back to the 5-yard line.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits. What do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal?
Back to the 5-yard line now. 2nd down and goal. They'll go play action here with Dart. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Jackson Dart, touchdown, New York. And that is now a pair of rushing touchdowns. The quarterback giving it to them, Greg, with his legs in this one.
And we're starting to see, Mike, why this week this coaching staff told us they're encouraging this guy to do this more often. His ability to be a passer, but also a rusher, is an element to this offense that is hard for defenses to account for.
Point after try forthcoming.
For the extra point.
It's up and through. And the Giants will extend this 3rd quarter lead.
31, 49ers 20.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Niners offense ready to take over once more. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. It's McCaffrey, and he is planted in the backfield. Defenders crashing through, blow up that play behind the line.
At the 26-yard line.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. To throw is Purdy. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
Gain on the play. And it's third down.
Throwing is Purdy. Open man, left side, he's got it. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line.
Gain of
14 on the pickup. It's good for a Niners first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Give them 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down.
If you're going to give him this much time to scan the field, he's inevitably going to find an open man downfield like he does here. That's a great job remaining patient and letting that play develop.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Off the bootleg, it's Purdy. Finding his tight end, Farrell. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 41-yard line.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 8. Back to the air again is Purdy. Throw, left side, complete to Pearsall. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a first down to boot.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
He's brought down at the
That's a gain of 11. And they'll move the chains with another first down.
49ers.
And he continues to carry the ball well. Another nice one here. But as they find themselves continuing to trail here in the second half, the opposing team's defense is not really concerned about the run game. They need to find a way to use the pass to get the lead and then go back to this run game to close the game out.
And the Niners are going to have it first and goal. They'll take this one down to about the 3-yard line.
Goal at the 3-yard line.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get first down after first down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
And he barrels his way into the end zone. Isaac Guerrero. Touchdown, 49ers. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Purdy and the 49ers will try to get 2 more.
The 49ers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Throwing now from the gun. And he will go down. Doesn't even get a throw up. The try for 2 is unsuccessful.
49ers 26.
I don't mind the play call, but something you have to keep in mind, Mike, is when you decide to pass this close to the goal line, all of the space is the width of the field. There's not a lot of depth to the field. So that's why the timing, the anticipation, the accuracy of the quarterback, it all has to be on point. It wasn't on that last play, and that's why it ultimately failed.
So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. Olszewski now to return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Giants offense ready to see what they can do. The lead is 5 as they're going to start with this first down. Now it's Tracy looking to run, and he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
Down at the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
On the ground, it's right back to Tracy. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. 16-yard pickup on that one. That's good for a Giants first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Well, after not having much success in the first half, they're able to get something going on the ground here to start the third quarter. I'd love to see the play caller mix in some play action, mix in some pass game. That should open up some of these holes for better situations to run the ball.
And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss. And it's second down.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Dart. He'll swing this out wide to Tracy. And he gets him 6 yards closer before going out of bounds. And it's third down coming up.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
On the move past the 40. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
That's good for a New York Giant. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Tracy, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. It's Dart, and the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket, nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack.
Third and a long way to go. Throwing is Dart. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there. And now it's fourth down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. So here's Brock Purdy and this 49ers offense heading back onto the field. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. A tight end in motion now. Play fake to McCaffrey. Now Purdy. And he'll wind up getting about 7 yards as he is forced out of bounds.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Second down and 3. A run here with McCaffrey. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a first down.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it, and he's able to pick up the first down.
They'll come up here, first and 10. On the counter, it's McCaffrey. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
How would you like to be this running back here? You get the ball, you're thinking, all right, get through the line, and next thing you know, the big old D tackle's just waiting for you there in the hole. Nowhere for you to go as he takes you down for a loss.
Here's a 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Purdy. That's caught by McCaffrey. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
Brings up third down.
Now Purdy. This one complete to Bourne. And it looks like he's going to have a first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
You could see that he was trying to find something downfield, trying to take a shot there on third and short, but really nice job understanding there was nothing downfield, no need to force it. Get the ball underneath, get a fresh set of downs, and start over again.
To the right side, this is McCaffrey. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Back's doing everything in his power to try to get that ball around the edge to the boundary, but just great pursuit there by this linebacker, staying with his angles, running through contact, and he makes the play behind the line.
Throwing on second down is Purdy. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
He'll send a tight end in motion right. That's taken in by Jennings. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
A gain of 7. First down, 49ers.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route. And then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup. We got to see a little taste of just the range this defense can play with, how well they can flow outside as this play gets stretched out. No problem for them not only to track the runner down, but stop him before he gets back to the line.
Purdy now on second down. That one complete to Brian Robinson. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Converted twice on third down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a third time? Out of the gun, it's Purdy. That's caught by Bourne. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8. Stoppage here, one of the 49ers is down. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Play action now. Purdy. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. His second grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down. So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. On to the 4th quarter we go, and it begins with a McCaffrey run. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
They need one right now. 3rd and long. Shotgun snap to Purdy. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. That one incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
This one has plenty of leg, and it is good. And they inch a bit closer here in this fourth quarter.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
So the lead is down to just 2 now in the fourth quarter as they kick it off. Olszewski now to return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more. The lead is 2, and they're going to try to make something happen here, starting with a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. This one taken in by Hyatt. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 34-yard line.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 1. A carry here for Tracy. And he will have the 1st down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Off the bootleg, here is Dart. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
And while the play results in an incompletion, I think these are the type of decisions from a young quarterback that you're okay with. If the play's not there, if you don't feel good, throw the ball away, don't turn it over, and let's live for the next play call.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Out of shotgun, it's Dart. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Michael Williams in for the sack. It is a loss of 8, and now it's 3rd down.
This guy's like a man amongst boys right now out here, Mike, and you just don't see these sort of dominant performances on the NFL level very often. I mean, whether they got to double team him or keep sliding the protection to him, I don't care what they got to do. Someone has to block this guy because he's completely destroying the entire game.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Throwing, Dart. Now a screen set up for Tracy. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
On the return, it's Moore. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. So here's Brock Purdy and this 49ers offense heading back onto the field. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. From the 25, they'll go to work, 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. And he'll take this past the 30, a gain of 6, mark it at the 31.
Down at the 31. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Again, it's McCaffrey. Lots of space past the 45. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. After that play, it stopped an injured Giant on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll motion a tight end right. 1st and 10 for Purdy. Open man is Jennings. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They face 2nd down and 7. To throw, it's Purdy. They'll try to set up the screen to McCaffrey. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
And it's
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
This one down the field, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
So, here's Eddie Pinheiro in a big spot. This to take the lead here in the 4th. This one has plenty of leg. And it is good. And they take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the 4th quarter.
So, after the field goal to take the lead, kicker is back out there to send this one away. This one taken at the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Giants offense about ready to take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Tracy. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
Brought down by Upton Stout. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 33-yard line.
Now Dart. He's got his man. That's Slayton. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
10 yards.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Sam Ukuwanu in there to drop him that time. It's a loss of 7.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, here comes Dart. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Darius Slayton was the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Here's Dart. Back into the hands of his receiver, Hyatt. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a 1st down to boot.
That's good for a Giants 1st down.
And how about the poise of this quarterback? You find yourself down here late in the 4th quarter, Mike, facing a tough 3rd down. You've got to have it. But you know what? He calls the play, he breaks the huddle, and he's like, you know what, Coach? I got it. That's a big-time throw to now keep this drive alive as they go down looking for that go-ahead touchdown.
And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 8.
The pass on 2nd down. He's brought down by Michael Williams. A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Dart. They'll try to set up the screen here. Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive linemen to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass.
It's 4th down.
Not the worst play call there. I actually like 3rd down screen game, especially when you're anticipating some pressure, an over-aggressive defense who's selling out to get to the quarterback. In this case, not a lot of room to operate. They don't convert. Brings up 4th down.
The Giants sending out their punter. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit in the field of play and continue out of bounds. Stoppage here. One of the 49ers is down. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Here's Purdy. He'll get this out wide.
In a lot of offenses, Mike, these quick passes to the wide receivers really fall under the run category. Of course, they're going to go down as a forward pass, but to a lot of offensive coordinators in the league, it's a lot easier to pick up 1st and 2nd down yardage on these quicks than it is to turn around and hand it off to your running back and count on blocking everybody.
They're trying to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Well, that 2nd down play call is not real fancy, but at this point, Mike, they are in a battle with the clock. How much time can they run off and try to protect this lead? But now it brings up a pretty interesting 3rd down. Can they keep the ball and finish this thing on offense, or are they going to have to punt it away and have their defense finish the game?
He's got his man. Complete to Pearsall. 11 yards on the pass there. First down, 49ers.
49ers.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock, but the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the fourth quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that third down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up first downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
A gain there of 23 yards. It's good for a Niners first down.
So, Mike, at the core of a successful zone read play is that the quarterback understands which defender is he responsible for. That is the defender they're trying to put in a bind. In this case, he chooses the runner, the quarterback pulls the ball, and he's able to take off for a big gain. Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
34-yard line.
It is 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. He'll run again. And he'll go into a slide here. They're going to mark him just a little short of the first down.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away, picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
This crowd into it now as we get to third down. They'll try to run for it with McCaffrey. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
I think the decision of whether or not you kick the field goal or keep your offense on the field, Mike, comes down to, do you have a play on your call sheet you love? Do you have a critical down, fourth down play that you know is going to work? Because if you do, now's the time to dial it up, be aggressive, and extend this drive.
So, here's Eddie Pinheiro in a big spot. This to stretch the lead to more than a field goal.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So Pinheiro had the field goal a moment ago. And now he's back out to kick it away. Olszewski now to return. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. And that's where the offense will take the field. The Giants offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Looking to throw. It's picked up by one of his teammates.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sack, and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day. Ball falls into the hands of his own guy, and they'll see if they can dodge this bullet.
Dart going to throw here on 2nd down. And he's out past the 30 and out of bounds. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Giants.
That's good for a Giants.
As this game continues to come down to the wire, Mike, it just reminds us this is where quarterbacks earn their keep. You are judged by how you play in these critical moments. In fourth quarter, down a score, it doesn't get much bigger than this.
He'll step up and run, And he wisely hit the deck at the end of that one. No unnecessary shot there. It is a first down.
That's another Giants first down. First and 10.
Mike, this is great awareness by the quarterback manipulating the pocket. He feels the pressure coming on around him, but so often the soft spot is moving up in the pocket. That's exactly what he does. Takes off down the middle of the field, picks up good yardage, and a first down. That play had sack written all over it, so that's a great job by the quarterback, not only escaping the initial pressure, even though he doesn't gain a whole lot, he's able to pick up some positive yards for what looked like a disaster in the start.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports. After this, here is 2nd and 7. They'll drop to throw. There's that man again. Another catch. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play, winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he'll be ridden out of bounds after a gain of 6.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a first down on that gain of 5.
A gain of 6.
And the key to this balanced attack, like the one we're seeing here, Mike, is that everything looks the same. The defense is constantly on their heels as they try to diagnose what play's coming next. That level of unpredictability gives them the edge on any given down.
He has Hyatt complete. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts. The stoppage comes with just over a minute to play in this one.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. The throw is Dart. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. And Tyrone Tracy was the intended receiver there.
21-yard line.
And it'll lead to a second down. Throwing is Dart. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete. Wandale Robinson, the one he was looking for that time. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big 3rd down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have 4th down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive and see if they can pull out the win here late.
And he's going to have the first down. Just past the marker. It is 1st and goal.
That's another New York Giants. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
That's to the right side and incomplete.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2-minute. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that first down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
So when you find yourself this tight to the goal line, Mike, the offense becomes a lot more restricted in as far as how deep you can throw the ball. The field is wider than it is long, and I think the idea here is let's spread them out. Let's put all of our eligibles out there and let the quarterback get a really good picture. Where are the holes in the coverage? Where are the one-on-one matchups that I like? And let's put this ball in the quarterback's hand, let him make a good decision, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. This is 1st and 10. Here's Purdy. Throw, left side, complete to Pearson. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll stop it with 28 seconds to go in the game. Two timeouts, still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. They'll run here, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. Timeout 49ers. That is their second. And they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
At the 41-yard line.
Here comes 2nd down. To throw is Purdy. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. The Niners will use their 3rd and final timeout, and they stop it with 22 ticks left on the clock here in the 4th. The crowd at MetLife on their feet for 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
They'll go. It's Robinson. And he's going to have a Niners 1st down as they take advantage of what looked like an unsure defense. It was 4th and 3. They picked up 8.
And the 49er 1st down.
So it's a win for the Men in Blue. The Giants get it done. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Giants are winners as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.